When most people picture Alaska, they see endless ice and snow, maybe a lonely polar bear drifting by. It's an image of isolation, of a land frozen in time, where winter seems to stretch on forever. But that's only half the story. Alaska is a place of dramatic contrasts, where the seasons transform the land in ways that are nothing short of magical. Alaska is wild, alive, and every year, it hosts one of nature's greatest spectacles. Beneath the snow, life waits for its moment, ready to burst forth when the time is right. Here, the wilderness isn't a backdrop, it's the main character. Every mountain, every tree, every river has a story to tell. The scale is staggering. Mountains carved by giants, forests that swallow the light, and rivers that pulse with life, threading through the landscape like veins. These rivers become the stage for a drama of survival and instinct, the Salmon Run, a spectacle that draws creatures from miles around. The real story of Alaska is about connections, how every creature, from insects to bears, is woven into a web with one fish at its center. It's a delicate balance, a living network that depends on the return of the salmon. That fish. The salmon, whose journey is so epic it would sound unbelievable if it weren't true. Against all odds, they fight their way home. Every year, millions return from the ocean, driven by an ancient urge to go home. Their determination is legendary, their journey a testament to the power of instinct. This year, though, something extraordinary happened. The rivers ran thick with salmon, more than anyone had seen in decades. The numbers shattered records, reminding us that nature can still surprise and humble us. Even in a changing world, wildness endures. Imagine standing on a riverbank, watching a living river of silver bodies push upstream. The air is electric with energy, the water alive with movement. It's a story about the raw power of life, about resilience, hope, and the unstoppable force of nature. And it's a story worth telling, because in Alaska, every season brings a new chapter, and every river carries the promise of renewal. So, let's dive in. Alaska is more than ice. It's a force of nature, alive with stories waiting to be discovered. So, what's a salmon run? It might sound like a quirky sporting event, but it's actually one of the most dramatic natural spectacles on Earth. It's not a fish marathon, it's a mass migration, the final journey of a salmon's life. Imagine thousands, even millions of fish all moving together with a single purpose. Born in Alaska's freshwater streams, salmon start their lives as tiny fry, growing up in the safety of cool, clear water before heading out to the vast, unpredictable ocean. They spend years growing strong, dodging predators like seals and birds, and storing up energy for the journey ahead. Then, something clicks deep inside them, a mysterious instinct. They know it's time to go home, no matter how far away that is. And, by home, I mean the exact patch of gravel where they were born, sometimes hundreds or even thousands of miles inland, navigating by smell and memory. They leave salt water, enter fresh water, and transform. Skin turns red, jaws hook, and they stop eating. Their bodies change for the final challenge. Every ounce of energy is spent swimming upstream, fueled only by what they stored in the ocean. The journey is grueling, and only the strongest survive. This isn't a trickle. It's millions of fish moving together, changing the very color of the rivers. The water seems to boil with life. It's not a race against each other, but against exhaustion, hungry predators, and the relentless ticking of time. For every salmon, it's a one-way trip. After spawning, their journey ends, but their legacy continues in the next generation. The scale is mind-boggling, a coordinated, unstoppable surge that shapes entire ecosystems and feeds countless animals. The rivers shimmer with life, all pushing toward the same impossible goal. It's the ultimate homecoming, a cycle that's been repeating for millennia, and it happens every single year across Alaska's wild rivers. That's the Salmon Run, a breathtaking journey of survival, instinct, and renewal. Think your commute is tough? Imagine facing a journey so relentless, so unforgiving that every step forward is a fight for survival. Salmon face the most brutal journey on the planet. Every inch upstream is a battle against the current, rapids, rocks, and waterfalls. Their migration is a test of strength, endurance, and sheer willpower, pushing them to the edge of what's possible in the animal kingdom. Imagine running a marathon uphill, on a treadmill that's trying to throw you off. They swim for miles, with no food or rest, bodies breaking down as they go. Each stroke forward is powered by reserves built up over years at sea, now spent in a single, desperate push home. Rapids churn like washing machines, and waterfalls become the ultimate test. The river is a gauntlet, with danger lurking at every turn, predators, exhaustion, and the unyielding force of nature itself. Watching a salmon leap a waterfall is pure determination. Many fail, but they keep trying until they make it or die trying. Each leap is a gamble, a moment where everything hangs in the balance. There's no backup plan. Guided by an incredible sense of smell, they follow the unique scent of their home stream, a memory from years ago. This internal compass leads them through miles of twisting, unfamiliar water, never letting them stray from their path. No maps, no GPS, just instinct. This journey pushes them to their absolute limits. Every muscle aches, but the drive to return home is stronger than pain or fear. It's a pilgrimage of grit and survival. Every obstacle is a filter, separating the strong from the weak. Only the most determined make it through, ensuring the next generation inherits that same relentless spirit. The only destination that matters is where their life began. For salmon, the journey is everything. Their struggle is a story of hope, sacrifice, and the unbreakable bond to home. And it's the toughest commute on Earth, a journey that defines what it means to endure. As if the river wasn't enough, salmon face a gauntlet of predators. Bears line the banks, perfectly timing their feast with the salmon's arrival. Each bear has its own fishing style. Some pinfish in the shallows, others snatch them mid-leap at waterfalls. Eagles swoop from above, talons ready, while gulls and ravens squabble over leftovers. In the water, trout and other fish gobble up salmon eggs. Even before the run, seals and orcas hunt them in the ocean. From birth to death, salmon are a vital food source. Their sacrifice feeds an entire ecosystem. The salmon run is nature's ultimate buffet. Now, let's talk about what made this year historic. The numbers. Bristol Bay, the king of sockeye runs, saw a forecast for a big year, but no one expected this. The official count? Over 81 million fish. That's more than double California's population, all returning to one watershed. The previous record was shattered. Rivers looked like living ribbons of red and silver. Imagine all those fish lined up. They'd stretch for thousands of miles. Hundreds of millions of pounds of protein moved from ocean to river, fueling the ecosystem. It's a transfer of nutrients on a scale no human industry could match. Not only were there more fish, but they were bigger and healthier than usual. Conditions in the North Pacific were perfect. Plenty of food, high survival. This wasn't a fluke. It was a perfect storm of survival and instinct. A natural spectacle no one will forget. This year, the salmon run became a phenomenon. The salmon run is the heartbeat of Alaska, feeding people, wildlife, and even the forest. For thousands of years, indigenous peoples built their lives around the return of the fish. Today, commercial fishing is a massive high-stakes industry. Nets filled faster than ever this year. It's a boom for local economies and communities. But the real impact is ecological. Bears depend on salmon to survive winter. So do eagles, wolves, and countless other animals. Even the trees benefit. Salmon carcasses dragged into the forest fertilize the soil, making trees grow bigger and faster. The salmon's death fuels new life everywhere. It's a closed-loop system. One journey ends, countless others begin. Every part of the ecosystem is connected to this fish. The salmon run powers Alaska. How do you count 81 million fish? It's not high-tech, just hard work. Biologists stand on towers over the river, clicking handheld counters as fish swim past. When the run is massive, they sample for a few minutes each hour and extrapolate the total. It's simple, but it takes focus and patience. Imagine clicking away for hours, keeping track as the river turns to a blur of fish. Sonar and weirs help count fish in deeper or murky water. Biologists also check fish size and health before releasing them upstream. These counts are the backbone of fisheries management. Knowing how many fish escape to spawn lets managers open or close fishing grounds in real time. It's a delicate balance, economic needs versus ecological survival. And it all depends on the people who stand and count. Without them, the run wouldn't last. 81 million fish is historic, but the meaning goes deeper. In a world of environmental decline, this run was a story of abundance and resilience. Why did it happen? Decades of habitat protection in Alaska kept rivers pristine. No dams, little pollution. That investment paid off. Ocean conditions were also perfect. Cooler water, more food, higher survival. The result? A record-breaking return. In contrast, salmon elsewhere are struggling. Bristol Bay proves what's possible when nature comes first. What does this mean for the future? One record year doesn't guarantee another. Ocean conditions can change and climate threats remain. But this run created a buffer. Trillions of eggs now fill the gravel beds, laying a foundation for years to come. It's a massive reinvestment in the region's ecological capital. The real lesson? Humility and hope. Nature is complex, surprising, and resilient when given a chance. In a world of dire warnings, this river of life sent a different message. It's proof of what's at stake, and what's possible. You can't put a price on a river of 81 million fish. The Great Salmon Run of 2026 was a glimmer of hope. Wild, free, and unforgettable.